Happy Thursday from the Bookworm Book Corner Reading Nook. I'm Allie, a bookworm, getting out of a reading rut into my bookish ways. And we are going to start with a literary vibe check with the Literary Witches Oracle. And what this is, it's like a tarot deck, but it's an oracle deck. So there's no, it's, the cards serve as mediums for personal reflection, and the symbolism of the cards can help you interpret your experiences and focus your energy. Oracle decks have no set number of cards and no structure. They stand on their own and can be used one at a time to address a question or orient you for the day. Or they can do a spread for a more complex story. So these are the author cards in this deck are figures wandering and brooding over an enchanted landscape. The witch's materials are creatures and objects haunting the landscape. And all these beings are alive for you to observe and make sense of with your own powers. The words on the cards in this booklet provide suggestions for interpretations, some purposefully contradictory, some mystic and ambiguous. In the spirit of the book and literature it celebrates, this deck plays with language and imagery, invites you to do the same. Or just an open mind. Only your intuition can tell you what the cards truly mean, and each card can and should be read differently depending on the reader, recipient, and situation. So, we're going to do, for us, you and I, this is just a vibe check, a literary vibe check. And I have been reading a little bit more, and that was the other thing I wanted to update on, and also give a book rec. So that's what we're doing here today. Let's do a little shuffling. What is the vibe for the evening? Because it is the evening here. I realized that people may not know what this is. So it says shuffle and choose a card at random. Okay. Alrighty, let's do it. Okay, we got Alejandra Pizarnik. I think that's, I can't tell if that's an R or an M. Beautiful art. Let's see who she is. And that's what I love about it. It's like there's I'm learning female authors I've never come across, which is incredible. It is an RN. So Alejandra Pizarnik. Solitude. Incredible. I love that for us. Solitude, silence, interiority, and space. Born to Russian Jewish parents in Argentina, Alejandra Pizarnik was educated in both Yiddish and Spanish, but wrote in Spanish. Her poetry of imagistic, purity and surrealist influence summons themes of silence, absence, madness, and death again and again. Her own struggle with depression led to an intentional overdose at Sicanol at the age of 36. Already idolized by Spanish-speaking writers, her genius deserves a global readership. Well, that is uplifting. But I would love to read some of her work, and if you have, let me know. And then I also, these kind of popped out as I was doing it. They're other inanimate objects. So we got the lion, the eel, and the pond. So quickly, I will tell you, I think these are just a couple words. So the lion is, and again, shining, mastery, and strength. The eel, what lurks, electricity, dishonesty. And the pond, looking inward, inspiration, and uncertainty. So that is our vibe check. Take it as you will. A lot going on here. Okay, reading update. I'm reading Out on the Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm on page 138. It's really good. I think it's a bit unexpected. I mean, both of the main romantic protagonists, love interests, have disabilities, and I'm not sure if I'm saying, like, she has her hand is the fingers aren't fully, like they're smaller fingers, and the man, he has a prosthetic leg, and I just found out he has had cancer too. So, and then they come together, and it's like but it doesn't feel like it's a disability or a disadvantage, and how they handle it and talk about it is really cool and refreshing and great. And then there was like one, and it's really funny. I wanted to share one funny part. Let me check where it is, 1 second. Well, you know what? I can't find the part that I was looking for, but I will say there's a lot of funny moments and also really sweet and tender moments that feel real. Like they're not fake feeling. They're really genuine and authentic, and it's really sweet and lovely. So I'm enjoying it, and it's very immersive. So that is how that is going. And then book rec, Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. I have an advanced reader's edition, very fancy. But this, I feel like a lot of people, I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite book in the whole world, but I feel like a lot of people will love this because it's got that thriller vibe. It's blisteringly fun, diabolically plotted. Readers will find themselves racing through the final jaw-dropping pages. Jump in and be prepared. Sharp turns ahead, and it's very mysterious. It's a psychological thriller, but like gripping. And I'll just read the description real quick and then let you on your way. But it's Sloane Carraway is a liar. Harmless lies, mostly to make her self-proclaimed sad life a little bit more interesting. So when Sloane sees a young girl in tears at a park one afternoon, she can't help herself. She tells the girl's very attractive dad she's a nurse and helps him pull a bee stinger from the child's foot. With this lie and chance encounter, Sloane becomes the nanny for a wealthy and privileged Jay and Violet Lockhart, the perfect New York couple with a brownstone, a daughter in private school, and summers on Block Island. But maybe Sloane isn't the only one lying. And all that's picture perfect harbors a much more dangerous truth. To say anything more is to spoil one of the most exciting, twisty, bitingly smart thrillers to come out in years. Careful what you lie for. So I just wanted to throw this in because I read it the end of last year, and it's just a fun little read. And that is a long video, but you know what? We're just doing it. We're just throwing it out there. Like I said, I'm just trying to get back into reading, get into my creative mindset, and feel feelings. I'm excited. I'm going to a cool art thing with my friend tonight. It was kind of off the cuff, and I was like, I need some creative energy. It's like this petal. I don't actually know what it is, but it involves drawing flower petals and then turning them into a poster or something. I have no idea, but if it's worth sharing, I will share. So I hope you guys are having a great evening, and remember the pond and the eel and the lion. Bye.